The Coffee and Chocolate Expo is back once again, and it is set to take place at the Ticketpro Dome in Johannesburg from the 26th to the 28th of July. Coffee and chocolate enthusiasts will get the opportunity to whet their appetite through the large amounts of coffee and chocolate that will be available. Visitors and buyers will also get a chance to witness the exhibition as well as satisfy their wants and business requirements in making and selling chocolate and coffee. All the workshops will enable visitors to learn tips, techniques and the latest trends from the masters on how to create their own chocolate and coffee. Yum! Well, to tell us more, we are joined in studio by Nadine Shone, who is the organizer of the expo. You've got people salivating in my ear between my director and everybody else at the back. You're going to have to just bring us into this event, Nadine. Who is it designed for and why this event around coffee and chocolate, and how do the pair go together actually?
Well, first of all, this is our 7th year, and the show has grown exponentially. Year on, we get about 35,000 people through the show because coffee is so delicious, and people are wanting to learn more about coffee. How's coffee grown? How's it roasted? The baristas, how the baristas are preparing their coffee, as well as chocolates. Now, the two of them are actually growing quite very similarly. Your cocoa bean,
yes,
and so coffee and chocolate is just put together is just delicious, especially in winter.
Talk to us about the workshops that you guys will be hosting.
We've got quite a few workshops that are happening. We've got our Chocolate Academy that'll be teaching people about chocolate, about how chocolate comes from bean to cup. Bean to bar. And we've also got our All-Stars. So we're flying out 4 World Barista Champions. The 2018 Barista Champion will be here. It's a woman, and she's the first time a woman's ever won the World Championships. And they'll be teaching people about coffee, the origins of coffee and how to make a good cup of coffee. We've also got a coffee and chocolate cocktail bar happening. We've got gin and chocolate pairings. We've got the Scarsa Barista Championships. We've got the Deaf Barista Championships as well, where we actually empower baristas as well. So there's so much happening. There's over 250 different exhibitors, different roasters, different chocolatiers. It's just to die for.
This is incredible. All-stars from across the globe of the World Coffee Championships will also be featured.
Absolutely.
What will their key role be?
Their key role basically is to... There's a big competition, throughout the world called the World Barista Championships, and they are coming into Africa and South Africa because the coffee community is growing. So what we want to do with Coffee and Chocolate is introduce the world to South African coffee and the coffee industry and the rise that has happened over the past 10 years. It's just increased so much, and we have some of the best roasters in Africa right here in Johannesburg and South Africa.
And I can see that a lot of people more and more are actually interested in the process of making or brewing your own coffee. And chocolate as well. It's just one of those items that will always be a favorite. Everyone will always love chocolate. But looking at the business of coffee and chocolate, are we seeing a rise in that as well, where it's not just a social interest, but where people are wanting to take it a notch higher and really make some money out of it?
Absolutely. A person, with regards to coffee, a person will start off with instant coffee, and then they'll start on their pods, and they start becoming quite discerning on taste. And then from pods, they move to the beans, and your sort of beans to cup, and then you enter into that whole coffee snob arena where you are getting into the blends and the origins, etc. And the same is with chocolate. People are tired of being fed sugar.
Yes.
Chocolates that is not good for you. There are chocolates out there that are amazing. There's vegan chocolates, sugar-free chocolates that are actually quite good for you. So let's enjoy coffee and chocolate together in an environment all in one space.
All right, so where can people get their tickets? Are tickets still available?
Tickets are still available, and they are at the door as well. We've moved our venue to the Ticketpro Dome. We're very excited. We've just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And they can get tickets at itickets.co.za, or they can buy tickets at the door.
All right. What is the hope for this exhibition in the next coming years? What more would you guys still like to introduce?
What we are trying to do and what we are going to do is we intend to bring the World Barista Championships to South Africa and Africa. We want to introduce South African coffee to the world, and we are hoping to host this huge event in 2021.
And just the feedback from your exhibitors, what's that been like over the years? And do you see some of these partnerships growing beyond just the actual exhibition?
Well, absolutely. I mean, I think the whole idea behind it is to empower small businesses, is to get your small roasters and your small chocolatiers to be able to give them advertising platforms for them to introduce their products to the public. And from there, we're just growing. I mean, the show's getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Nadine, thank you so much. Anything else that you'd like to add in terms of what we can expect when we get there?
I think you should come on down and have a great day out. Children under 10 are for free. We've got the M&M, we've got Starbucks, we've got Nestle, we've got Third Space Roastery, we've got Chocoloza, it is just beyond.
Oh, I can't wait. It just sounds
fantastic.
Amazing. Thank you so much for not only this great idea, but for coming on the show and just giving us a different perspective into the world of chocolate and coffee. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having us. Thank you.
That was Nadine Shone, who's the organizer of the Coffee and Chocolate Expo, which is set to take place at the Johannesburg Ticketpro Dome. They're at a new venue because they've just gotten bigger and better. Make sure you get your tickets and go enjoy some chocolate and coffee. Why don't you? Time for a quick break.